What is good, everybody? Welcome on into NZ for 3-Roll. Tonight, we will be covering the Philadelphia 76ers against the New Orleans Pelicans, who are plagued by injury. Recently, about a couple hours ago, it was announced that Zion Williamson will not be participating tonight in South Philadelphia, and thank goodness that he is not, because I feared that he would drop 60 points or so against this team's interior defense. But hey, he's going to be sitting on the bench tonight due to a suspension. And no one can hear me. What the heck? All right. Why is my stream messed up? I think we're good. My apologies for that. Just a couple technical difficulties, but we should be good to go. Couple minutes before game time, but yeah, the two most cursed franchises in the NBA are going head-to-head on a Friday night. So the Sixers, they got to capitalize off these injuries, even though they are banged up themselves. Joel Embiid will not be suiting up tonight, unfortunately, but Paul George will be back in the rotation. The Pelicans, meanwhile, they have their slew of injuries impacting their rotation tonight. You got Herb Jones out, Zion, obviously. I think Trey Murphy as well. Let me pull it up for a second. Yeah, Brandon Ingram, too. I forgot he was still in the Pelicans. Sixers are also missing Andre Drummond, Kyle Lowry, KJ Martin, and unfortunately it was recently announced, like officially, even though we kind of knew this ahead of time, like a couple weeks before, but Jared McCain has been ruled out for the season. Just more evidence to stockpile for this franchise being the most cursed sports organization in the entirety of organized athletics. Every single year, there's something that this team does to rip our heart out or whatever. Jared McCain has been a bright spot for a team struggling the entire year. And his game was so fun to watch, so fluent, so poised. That jump shot took a couple games for him to get it going, but once it got going, it was something else. Truly a special talent. And hopefully he can, get some good rest and be ready for next season. But his impact on the court is surely missed because the Sixers have nothing, like no bench depth whatsoever to help them out when the starters are not in. Nick Nurse has a lot more responsibility to stagger these lineups well, and it's been tough because when you got guys like Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon coming off the bench, it's not really going to be the best product, but the Sixers have been rolling along following a win against the Washington Wizards, although they did blow a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter, and we were there to react to that, and I wasn't even surprised because this is what this team always does. They always shoot themselves in the foot and play down to competition. There are no excuses whatsoever to be getting cooked by Jared Butler, and I don't even know who else was on that Wizards team. Kuzma, I guess. But the Sixers need to come out and not do that, not replicate that performance from a couple days ago, and they need to really come out here, smack the Pelicans in the face, and get a home win here, maybe build some momentum. Because January, it's going to be a tough schedule. You're playing the Bucks, the Knicks, the Thunder on a back-to-back. That's going to be brutal. You also got other teams like the Pacers as well. So you got some conference rivals as well as, the best teams in the league. Thunder are dominating right now, coming off a really I don't think the Cavaliers actually did beat them, but nonetheless, they are one of the most impressive teams in the league. See, what other news? I mean, it's interesting with the Pelicans because they've been injured the entire year. Like, it wasn't even just like an underperformance sort of deal, like with the Sixers. Like, even when PG and Max were on the court, it wasn't really not as much punch as you'd expect from that talented of a trio. But with the Pelicans, they've been injured the entire season, literally the entire season. Didn't DeJounte Murray break his ankle the first game of the season? It has been a horrible, horrible year for them, even worse possibly than the Sixers. But there are rumors that Zion Williamson may be getting out of New Orleans. I don't know. I mean, what team would really fit for him? I guess. Yeah, I don't think he's not gonna go to like a contender or anything. I doubt that. It's probably gonna be to like a team trying to make a playoff push. The Hornets, the Spurs, Zion and LaMelo would be fun if they could find a way to get on the court. But I don't know. Like, Zion seems to be one of those players who always wanted to play in a big market. It didn't seem like he really was that committed in New Orleans. Well, I mean, which kind of sucks for their fans. Like, it's tough being a small market in the NBA when free agents don't really look to go there and you have to rely on the draft to really build something. But when the players come in and when they come to, that city and don't really, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of trying, I guess. Zion has had his issues handling his weight and all of that. There's some questions about his commitment to the game. Maybe a change of scenery will be good for him, but we have yet to see. I think I don't know if he's going to get traded this year. I think the Pelicans are probably still going to ride it out. Although I believe they have said, according to some reports, that all but like Herb Jones are off the trade market. So if they do get a good enough deal, I'm sure they'll pull the trigger on that. But the Sixers, they got to come out. Don't play down to competition. I don't care if Joel Embiid is not in the game. You're playing the Pelicans. They suck. They are what? Like, do they even have 10 wins on the season? I don't think so. Let me get a fact check on that. I don't think the Pelicans even have 10 wins on the year. Seven. They're 7-31. So the Sixers can't be the team to give them their 8th win. They're trying to get Cooper Flag. Don't blame them. Yeah, I mean, they suspended Zion too. It's not like he got injured or anything. They suspended him for violating team policies or whatever that means. So he's not going to be playing tonight. I got him in a thumbnail and everything, but unfortunately I couldn't change it ahead of time because I just only found out a couple hours ago that he got injured or got suspended. So he'll not be dominating the paint as he usually does when he plays this team. So the Sixers got to Nick Nurse. That's not an excuse, though, for you to be playing Gershon Yabusele at center the entire time. You got to play Dembona some minutes. And got to see some Justin Edwards as well. You're playing the worst team in the league. Worse than the Washington Wizards. Please give these young guys a chance. Give the suffering fan base something to look forward to. We like seeing our young guys hustle on the court. It's a great change of pace from the, old veterans that we've had to witness year after year, having, fresh, young, raw talent to showcase their skill in front of Philly. We always love those type of guys. Dembona, I was really impressed by his performance against the Wizards. Granted, it was the Washington Wizards, but he was doing a lot of good stuff on both ends of the floor. Hopefully, in the time he does get, he could replicate that success. It's like he wasn't really that good in the box score, like not that totally impressive. But I think if you were watching the game, his impact was real with the ground he was covering defensively, his just tenacity crashing the glass, as well as his ability to set hard screens, leave some guys open. So it's going to be interesting to see what Nick Nurse does tonight. But it is 7:10 p.m. and the Philadelphia 76ers are about to show down against the worst team in the NBA, the New Orleans Pelicans. We're here. Fortunately, because the Pelicans, all their players are pretty much not playing, I might not know a good amount of these guys on the Pelicans, so I'm just going to say their number. I don't know why every time I stream, the other team is playing their G League team out of necessity. But your starting lineups for tonight: Tyrese Maxey, Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele, CJ McCollum, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Hawkins, Javonte Green, I believe, and Yavis Misi. I definitely butchered that name. But yeah, so Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, triple forward lineup with Yabu starting at center. Should be interesting. I believe Eric Gordon got the start last game, but here we are. Misi wins the tip against Gershon. We have CJ McCollum, the veteran point guard, handling the ball. He hands it off to Murray. Murray surveying the court. He gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins to McCollum. Back to Hawkins. Back to Murray, guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Yabu and Misi getting physical down low. Misi with the rolls to the rim. Was that a travel? Yeah, there we go. Referee calls it a travel on Misi. Pelicans starting the game with a turnover, and the Philadelphia 76ers will have their first possession of the game. Caleb Martin is bringing the ball up for your Sixers. He's guarded by McCollum. He hands it off to Oubre, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey gets George curling off the screen. He hands it back. Maxey uses the Gershon screen. Gershon rolls to the rim, tries to get it to Oubre, but it is tapped out of bounds, and the Pelicans will have the ball. Murray, guarded by Kelly Oubre, gives the green off to Hawkins. Back to Murray at the Sixers logo. Murray flips it to Hawkins, who's double-teamed, swiping a little bit. Caleb Martin. Murray has to pull up from deep, and it clanks off the front of the rim. Sixers get the rebound. Tyrese Maxey, guarded by McCollum. Yabu sets the screen. Maxey for three. Too strong off the back of the rim. DeJounte Murray recovers the rebound. Murray blows by Kelly. He gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins guarded by Maxey. Gets it to McCollum, who's now guarded by Paul George. McCollum in the corner. He gets it to Hawkins. There's 5 left to go on the shot clock. Maxey, great defense. Murray pulls up from 3 once again, and he misses again. And Paul George gets the rebound. He bounced past to Tyrese Maxey. Paul George pulls up from the left wing, and it goes in and out. Paul George misses his first shot. Both teams starting out cold. 0 for 4 total combined. CJ McCollum pulls up from deep, and he misses. We have a clank fest here in South Philadelphia. 10 minutes left to go. Paul George gets to the rim, barrels his way, and it is good. Paul George getting on the board, scoring the Sixers' first points of the night. DeJounte Murray drives to the rim, throws the alley-oop to Misi. And the Pelicans get an easy point off the pick and roll. Maxey. Gershon looking to set the screen. Gershon pulls up from the right wing. And it goes in and out. Once again, the Sixers. There's a lid on the rim for both teams so far. And we have a foul call. Kelly Oubre will be picking up his first personal. Wow, what a thunderous slam from Misi. on the replay. So Murray's now being guarded by Caleb Martin. McCollum curls off the screen. He gets it to Murray. Murray catches Caleb on the fake, and he goes in, secures the layup. Pelicans up 2. Paul George handling the ball. He gets it to Yabusele. He gets it to Martin. Caleb Martin. He finds Kelly off the screen. Kelly now in the rim. Pulls up midi. Brick. Pelicans pushing and transition. CJ McCollum, come on, guys. Oh, CJ McCollum catches Kelly off a spin move. Easy floater off the backboard for CJ McCollum. Come on, that's child's play for him. Come on, Sixers, got to get going. You're playing the worst team in the league. All right, Maxey to Paul George. Paul George pulls up from deep. He's playing like my little cousin does on NBA 2K. Kelly gets the offensive rebound. Oh, fakes. And he gets smacked out of bounds. And the Sixers will retain possession. These slow starts, they've been a common theme for your Sixers. That was nice. That was a nice move by CJ McCollum. Maxey inbounds the ball. Gets it to George, who's wide open on the baseline. He funnels it to Martin in the corner. Martin from deep. Misses it. Messi secures the rebound. Gets it to Murray. Murray is looking to push the pace. And he goes right at Gershon. And he blows the layup. Sixers with the board. Tyrese Maxey handling the ball. He gets it to PG. Back to Maxey. Maxey to Caleb Martin. Martin from deep. Splash. Caleb Martin getting a 3-point basket for the 76ers. Cut it down to 1. First 3-point field goal of tonight's contest. CJ McCollum gets blocked by Caleb Martin, but Jordan Hawkins misses a 3 from the corner. Sixers are lucky right now. Pelicans are on a cold spell. Oh, Maxey catches. CJ step back midi. Good for Tyrese Maxey. DeJounte Murray, guarded by Caleb Martin at the half-court line. Oh, but Maxey comes in and steals it from behind. Tyrese Maxey with that two-handed slam. Maxey did not come in from behind Murray like that typical, what's his name? Jose Alvarado type of steal, but he did try to get the Hawkins, but Maxey curled around him and got the steal and the slam. Messi drives past Gershon, and he gets it to go, but we have an offensive foul. Messi elbowed Yabu, and the Sixers will have the ball. Okay. All right, building some momentum here, going on a little bit of a run. Come on, let's keep it up. Build that lead. PG flips it to Maxey. Maxey. Oh, Maxey fakes out. DeJounte Murray pulls up with a midi, right elbow, and he gets it to go. Sixers are on a 9-0 run the past minute. McCollum pulls up from the left wing, and he is fouled by Tyrese Maxey. McCollum will be going to the line for 2. And Nick Nurse decides to talk things over. Sixers have 2 fouls compared to the Pelicans 0. But yeah, Sixers, it's been a rough start for both teams, I'd say. Can't really say much. Like how Tyrese Maxey is, staying aggressive, trying to get, play more from the restricted area inside the paint rather than, outside on the 3-point line, trying to, replicate his performance from the second half of last game where he went like 9 for 12, and all his shots were primarily from the inside. So if Maxey, maybe a bit of an adaptation from Tyrese Maxey here, finding adjusting his shot diet a little bit. It's good to see. But yeah, Sixers lead New Orleans by 5 points. Check who's up in here. Shout out to the 3 people up in here. What is up? Thank you for spending your Friday night with me. Hopefully the Sixers can get a W They need them. They need them because where you're at this point in the season, there is no room for error. In the games that the Sixers are winning, their competitors in the East, like the Bulls or the Pistons, the Heat, they're all winning their games too. But when the Sixers are, they're also losing their games when the Sixers are losing their games. So things really haven't moved much within the Eastern Conference. But the Sixers got to keep winning. Just keep winning. They have the same amount of losses as Chicago, 20 losses for both teams, but the Bulls have 2 more wins. They played 2 more games than Philly, but that should even out in this month with that back-to-back the Sixers are playing. So I think we'll get a better indication of where they're at the standings. Currently the 11th seed floating outside of the play-in tournament, which is sad to say. But it is what it is. We're here. No matter what, ride or die. Sixers Nation doesn't back down, even no matter how garbage this team can be. But yeah, we're back. Or not. The players are just getting back on the court. And CJ McCollum makes his first free throw. Makes his second. Almost missed it. My phone dropped. And he makes the third. He went 3 for 3. Got Tyrese Maxey. Scores 9-11. Sixers lead by 2. Gets it to PG. PG goes at Messi, tries to lay it up and in and doesn't even hit rim. Paul George. Not looking good to start tonight's game. Now we got McCollum. Oh, gets right past Kelly. And went a little too much momentum to his left and gets the easy layup. Tie game, 11-11, 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Maxey gets the mismatch he wants on Messi, pulls up from deep, and he misses it off the front. McCollum, another floater. That's off the back of the rim. Gets it to Hawkins. He pulls up from deep and off an offensive rebound, but he misses it. Oh, my goodness. We got a brick fest. We got a brick party here in South Philly. Paul George get a bounce pass to Yabu. Kelly pulls up from the left wing. Kelly Oubre misses, but Maxey corrals it at the corner. Maxey pulls up from deep, and he misses it. The Sixers are ice cold in this quarter. 1 for 9. Pelicans are 0 for 5. They have yet to make a three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Now you can understand why these are some of the bottom teams of their respective conferences. They cannot hit a shot to save their lives, and we got ourselves a foul. And Messi, that's Javonte Green. He is down, but gets right back up. He'll be going to the line for 2. There's Paul George. Is this Javonte Green? I hope it is. If I've been saying the wrong name the entire time. But he makes his first free throw. And now we got Jose Alvarado checking in, I believe. Replacing, I believe it was Hawkins. Green makes his second. Like, he's got the longest free throw routine I've ever seen. Okay, cool. So now we got Caleb Martin. He's guarded by Alvarado. He's a pretty feisty defender, but Maxey hands off to PG. PG uses the screen from Yabu to get to the paint, but he bricks a open free throw, and we got an over-the-back foul. Gershon Yabusele tried to get the rebound over Hawkins. No, not Hawkins. I think it was DeJounte Murray. I was over Misi, actually. He almost jumped over Misi. Yabu got underrated athleticism, I got to say. But McCollum, he flips it to Murray, who's guarded by Caleb Martin. Murray. He finds Alvarado. Alvarado finds CJ McCollum. 5 left to go on the shot clock. Sixers playing great perimeter defense. Forces McCollum to take a tough turnaround shot. He misses it. Paul George gets a rebound. He finds Maxey all the way across the court. Maxey finds Caleb in the corner. Pump fake. Back to Maxey. Maxey. Bounce pass to Yabu. Yabu clear pass to the rim, and he slams it down. Gershon Yabusele tying the game up for the Sixers. Nick Nurse has yet to make a change in the starting lineup with 4:05 left to go in the first quarter. And as soon as I say that, Ricky Council heads towards the scores table. DeJounte Murray, tough shot. He misses it. Tyrese Maxey. Maxey turn on the Jets. Scoop shot. He misses it. Tyrese Maxey can't convert on the bunny. And McCollum pulls up at the top of the key. Splash. Pelicans' first three-pointer. My goodness. Paul George getting hounded by Alvarado. At least I think that is. Tyrese Maxey uses the Yabu screen. Finds Kelly in the corner. Kelly Oubre from deep. Tyrese Maxey made a good tough pass off the baseline. Oh, and Kelly steals it. The New Orleans native slams it reverse behind the head. Behind the head slam for Kelly Oubre. All right, I got to check if number 11 is actually Jose Alvarado, who kind of looks different now that I think about it. Just like these guys playing these G League. No, that's not him. He had the cornrows. My apologies for that. Oh, Brandon Boston. I think he played for the Clippers. All right. All right, good. Okay, at least I got Javonte Green correctly. Shout out to the 5 people up in here. Thank you all for tuning in here on a Friday night. Sixers clashing with the Pelicans, the battle of the cursed franchises. But yeah, man, Jared McCain not being out for the entire season. Just continuing the history of these rookies getting injured when they put on a Sixers uniform. Joel Embiid missing 2 years. Markelle Fultz getting his career ruined because of the Sixers' dark magic. Ben Simmons missing his first year. I think Nerlens Noel had some injury issues as well. I mean, what do you do about that? For real. Sometimes just luck is not on your side. It has not been on the Sixers' side at all for the past, 20 years? Longer than I've been alive. But that was a sick dunk from Kelly. One of his better ones this season. Oh, yeah. That was nice. But in his last 3 games, Kelly is averaging 19 points, 7 rebounds on 52% shooting. He's, really stepping up for this team. McCollum finds number 10. I have no clue. Is that Daniel Tice? McCollum finds... I think that's Alvarado. He misses the 3, but gets it back to McCollum. McCollum catches Ricky on the pump fake, and then he makes his 3. Ricky Council, I've never seen a player fall for so many pump fakes as he does. It's crazy. But, the Pelicans lead by 1. Maxey. Oh, now we got Eric Gordon in the game. Whoop-de-doo. Yabu is found in the corner. Gets it back to Maxey, getting hounded by Boston. Oh, Maxey, tough shot. It doesn't go in, but he does get fouled. He'll be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Yeah, I mean, if there's one positive takeaway, I think it's Tyrese Maxey. Definitely, I think, shooting a bit better. Changing his shot dial a little bit, a lot less shot chucking from the 3-point land, a little bit more poise, trying to, funnel his way to the rim. And we have an Adem bonus sighting. He is checking into the game and substituting Gershon. Maxey drains his second. We have 2:13 left in the first quarter. See, Maxey has 8 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. McCollum's getting hounded by Kelly in the perimeter, but he breaks him down. Easy floater for CJ McCollum. He's cooking us, as he usually does. He had a 50-point game this season. I know he had it left in him. He might, get a second one of the year against this Sixers team. It wouldn't be that hard to do it. But Kelly has to pick up his dribble, but he gets it to Maxey. Maxey finds Eric Gordon wide open in the corner. That's easy. CJ McCollum just forgot he was there, and Maxey got the easy pass. He now has 4 assists. Eric Gordon, good to see him making his wide-open threes. But Adem Bona versus Daniel Tice, the matchup of the century, as McCollum pulls up from deep after catching Kelly off guard once again. Oh, my gosh, he is toying with our perimeter defenders. CJ McCollum already has 18 points, 6 for 10. This is ridiculous, making him look like CJ McCollum from 2015 or something. But Eric Gordon, we get a retro Eric Gordon game, but Maxey pump fakes on Daniel Tice, airballs the 3. And we got Alvarado curling around Tice screen. That's not Daniel Tice. Is that maybe no? Tice plays for the Clippers, right? These guys look so similar. Maxey. Pelicans are up 3 now. 42 seconds left to go. Maxey is surveying the court. Bonus sets the fake screen. Maxey pulls up from the wing. Another air ball. Tyrese Maxey, what are you doing? You're reverting to your shot-chucking self from from the Wizards game. It's looking like the same thing. I was just saying good things about you. Come on, complimenting you about, how you're changing, your shot dial a little bit. But here we are, and now the Pelicans score once again. Eric Gordon. Maxey and Alvarado are like hugging each other at the top of the key. Kelly has the ball now. He gets to switch on Alvarado. Kelly tries to barge his way to the basket. He loses it, but a foul is called. I think he's on the floor. Kelly will not be shooting any free throws. Or will he? No, I guess they did rule out a shot. So Kelly Oubre Jr. will be heading to the line. He misses his first free throw. No, that is Daniel Tice. It's got to be Daniel Tice. Yeah, no, it is. It's him. Yeah, I mean, I remember him playing for the Clippers last year. And Adem Bona, he missed the rotation in an earlier play, and he gets subbed right out of the game because that's what Nick Nurse likes to do with his young players. Ball, rocket pass all the way to Alvarado. 3 seconds left to go. Alvarado finds Tice. Tice has to pull it up from deep, and he misses it off the backboard. At the end of the first quarter, the New Orleans Pelicans lead the Sixers by 4, 28-24. And it's been an ugly quarter. Not going to lie. A lot of fumbled offensive possessions. A lot of hero ball from Tyrese Maxey. And CJ McCollum has been toying with these guys, with his smooth, slithery game. I guess just taking their momentum to his advantage with his pump fakes and fake, passes and all the likes. Has not been a good defensive quarter for the Sixers. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, it hasn't been a good watch so far from him. He airballed 2 3-pointers in a row. He started 3 for 4 too. Like what? Maxey has been so bipolar this year. And it sucks because he used to be one of the Sixers' most consistent players back in the day. But I guess now that he's taken on a lot more responsibility as a ball handler and primary scorer, it's getting to him a little bit. He's got to go single again. Just one moment. Second quarter starting shortly. Yeah, McCollum, one of the more crafty players in the league. He has like 18 points. He's scoring most of the Pelicans' points here. If they can stop him, I think we have a pretty good chance, but he might be popping off as he usually does against this team. Yabusele gets it to Jeff Down, who checks into the game. He's guarded by Daniel Tice. Got himself a mismatch here. Back to Reggie Jackson, who's in the game now. He pulls up tough contested shot. I can't talk. Is that Herman Gomez, number 50? Is he still in the NBA? But Boston. Jeff Down gets caught in a Daniel Tice screen, and he gets called for a foul. We got Jeff Doughton Jr., Eric Gordon, and Reggie Jackson in the same lineup in 2025. Alvarado, guarded by Doughton. Doughton playing some solid perimeter defense. Tice finds 24 in the corner, and he gets it to go from 3. Who was that? That's Hawkins again. I can't recognize these Pelicans G League players. And Paul George finds Yabu at the baseline. Yabu goes from under the rim, gets it to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Tice. Reggie Jackson can't blow by Daniel Tice, and he misses a contested layup. That's how cooked he is. But Alvarado, a little bit too high of a pass, and he gets it out of bounds. Or I think a Sixers player smacked it out of bounds, and I guess it's whatever it is. It's Pelicans ball. Get Reggie Jackson out of this rotation right now. Please, Nick Nurse. You're burning my eyeballs. Hawkins to Boston. Boston pulls up from deep. Misses it too strong at the backside of the rim. Reggie Jackson finds PG, gets double team. Reggie Jackson pulls up from 3. Misses it too short. And Alvarado corrals the rebound. Alvarado fakes the pass to Hawkins, but gets it to Boston. Back to Hawkins. Sixers 0 for 3 to start this quarter. Alvarado gets his switch on Reggie Jackson. Jackson can't slide his feet, and he gets called for the foul. This guy is cooked. Why is he playing over Justin Edwards? Please explain it, Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse, it makes no sense. I'm no basketball genius, but you can't be playing 2 washed players at the same time, or 3 washed players, because you got PG on the floor too. But another stoppage of play. I guess another off-ball foul. Who's that on? Is that on Eric Gordon? Is that on PG? Well, whatever it is, Sixers getting themselves in foul trouble. They have 3 fouls in the first couple minutes of the quarter already. That's what happens when you play guys who can't play perimeter defense. And then Alvarado blows past Dowen, but he misses it. Yabu gets the board. Gets the PG, gets to the Doughton. Jeff Doughton. He gets his way to the rim. Soft touch off the glass. Def Jown Jr. gets his first point of the night. Boston breaking down Reggie Jackson. Gets past Jackson, but is met by PG, and he gets rejected. Paul George with a good defensive play. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson barges his way to the rim. Oh, out muscles number 50 and draws the foul. Reggie Jackson. I have no idea who number 50 is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I Jackson drains his first. Jackson drains his second. Sixers cut the lead down to 3. Pelicans have held a steady lead for a while now. Alvarado, guarded by Doughton. Alvarado flips it to Tice, other side of the court. Hawkins pulls up from the corner. He misses it, but 50 tries to get the rebound. We got a foul on the floor. Another one on Paul George. That's the 4th team foul for the Sixers. They're almost in the bonus, and we're not even halfway through the quarter. This is rough. Robinson Earl. That's who he is. Okay. Tice finds Hawkins. Hawkins goes against Yabu, but he kicks it out to Alvarado to contested 3. He misses it. Jackson gets the board. Jackson drives to the rim, gets past Alvarado, and it is up and good. Reggie Jackson providing a spark for the Sixers. See, this is what happens. You have to talk down on them, on the Sixers, and then they start playing well. But Hawkins pulls up from deep, and he misses it. Pelicans on a bit of a cold stretch. PG handling the ball. Did Paul George even score this entire game? But PG's trying to muscle his way through, and he takes a tough contested shot, does not kick it out. And PG has been an absolute mess this entire game, and I think we have yet another foul. And the Sixers put the Pelicans in the bonus, and we're 8:13 left. Nick Nurse, what is the plan here? You got Paul George, Eric Gordon, Reggie Jackson out on the perimeter. PG's been a decent defender the entire year, but third personal foul. He got like 3 fouls in the span of 2 minutes. It's got to be some sort of record. I've not seen a player rack up so many fouls. But Caleb Martin is coming in substitution for PG. Alvarado makes his 2 free throws, and the Sixers are going to have to be careful on the defensive end of the floor. Now that they're in the bonus, Caleb Martin. Martin finds Jackson. Jackson at the pump fake. Hawkins doesn't fall for it. Or that was Boston, but Doughton. Downs being harassed by Alvarado, can't get past him, and sells for a contested fadeaway. You can't be taking those shots. Who do you think you are? Alvarado pulls up from deep. He misses it, but the Pelicans got an offensive rebound. And we have yet another foul on the 76ers. This is what happens when you can't successfully rebound and crash the glass and secure your defensive possession. You have to start groping guys, not fouling, but getting more physical with these guys, trying to push them out of the way. That's resulting in a foul. They're just not strong enough in the paint. The Pelicans have been feasting the entire night. And let me remind you that Zion Williamson is not suited up. He has not played a single minute in this game because he's been suspended for who knows why. He's probably getting traded. But the Sixers struggling against this Pelicans team. Sad to see, but, this is just the product we have to deal with. And we got ourselves a foul. Boston getting a little bit too chippy with Jeff Doughton. Come on, I need some Justin Edwards minutes. I don't know why he's not getting any run. Doughton finds Caleb back to down. Uses Yabu's screen. Eric Gordon pulls up from deep, and he misses it. Boston gets the rebound. Boston runs down the baseline, puts his back into Doughton, but he misses a layup. And Kelly Oubre is now handling the ball. He gets the Gordon on the right wing. Eric Gordon, showing off his dribble package. Slithering his way on, and he turns the ball over. Eric Gordon thinking he's from 2017. And he pulls up. That was Jordan Hawkins pulls up from 3. Splash. 37-30. The Pelicans going on a bit of a run here, extending their lead, and Nick Nurse needs to talk things over. What are we doing? This Paul George, man. Paul George is playing like a mix of Robert Covington and Furkan Korkmaz right now. It is that bad. He's like if you put the two in a blender, but you took away all of Roko's athleticism and all of Furkan's like meager amount of craftiness, and you're getting a result of Paul George. What the heck has happened to this dude ever since he put on a Sixers uniform? My goodness. Is Jimmy Butler still available? Yeah, but this lineup right now is horrific. We got Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin, Eric Gordon, Jeff Down, Yabu trying to get something going, and it's like we got like 6 minutes or so left in the quarter, and we have no run from Tyrese Maxey. He's not entered the game yet. This is what us Sixers fans have to go through, have had to go through this entire season. We got 3 people up in here in the stream suffering with me. Welcome on in. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you're new around here. I appreciate it. One moment. And we are back. Dembona back in the game. Tyrese Maxey as well. Finds Kelly in the corner. Kelly does not take the 3. Finds Ricky Council getting himself to the basket. Try to flip past Bona a little bit too physical with Tice there, and he gets called for an offensive foul. Oh my gosh. Tice being a little bit of an actor on that play. Alvarado finds Boston in the corner from deep. It's good for Brandon Boston. Kelly Oubre finds Maxey. Maxey needs to start going on a heater here if the Sixers have any chance of getting back in this game. Maxey finds Council with the spin move, lays it up and in. John, how's it going? Alvarado gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins pulls up from the wing, but he misses it, and Kelly Oubre corrals the rebound. Oubre surveying the court, gets to the Council. Council with the crossover, barreling himself into Boston and draws the foul. Ricky Council, the 4th, looking to get the Sixers back into this game. He'll be going to the line for 2 shots. The Sixers being in the bonus with like 7 minutes left is definitely putting a little bit of a stress on their defense here. They have to be really careful. No mistakes, but they made a ton of mistakes on the defensive end this entire year. And the Pelicans, I think this is a crucial quarter for the Sixers here because the Pelicans have an opportunity to score the most points they possibly can, I think, in any of the rest of the quarters, given how early they were able to get into the bonus. Council makes his second free throw. 40-34. DeJounte Murray handling the ball. Finds Javonte Green to Hawkins. Maxey playing a little bit of drop coverage. Hawkins pulls up, though, and hits the midi. 42-34. Pelicans remain leading by 8. Kayla Martin drives in on Tice down the baseline, and a foul. Yeah, the Sixers, if they can keep the Pelicans from exploding this entire quarter, for the rest of this quarter, I think they can put themselves in a good position. Because I don't know if they're going to ever go on like a 3-foul streak in 1 minute type of ordeal for the rest of the night, hopefully. We have Maxey being guarded by Murray. Maxey, bonus setting the screen. finds Kelly in the corner from deep, and he gets it to go. Kelly Oubre Jr. making his second three-pointer, cuts the lead down to 5 with 5 minutes left to go in the half. Murray is dealing with the Kelly Oubre assignment the entire game, but Kelly strips it. Kelly Oubre Jr. gets shoved by Murray. He goes tumbling to the ground, and we have ourselves a foul. Charlie, what's good? Hopefully the Sixers can pull away with this dub. So do I. The Pelicans are 7-31. No excuses. Even if Joel Embiid isn't playing, no excuses. Now Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and the rest of the crew. Kelly Oubre has been so good this season. Just a jolt of energy that they have needed the entire year. But we do need him to start making his free throws. He misses his first. We need number 0 to get going as well. Come on. Oubre drains his second. Both teams are in the bonus now. Got to be careful on the defensive end. We'll see how this plays out. DeJounte Murray being hounded by Kelly Oubre. Javonte Green gets to McCollum, almost intercepted by Caleb Martin, but he pulls up from deep. Adem Bona gets the rebound. The Sixers got a rebound. Maxey flips it off to Caleb. Caleb to Ricky, back to Maxey. Maxey finds Ricky, finds Caleb in the corner. Caleb fakes Javonte Green, spin move to Ricky on the right wing. 5 seconds left to go. Ricky gets his way to the rim. Ricky counts with a fourth, fighting his way through and getting the basket. George Sanchez, what's good, my man? DeJounte Murray. Pocket pass to Misi, blocked by Bona, but he gets a foul called. Nah. We could have had a highlight there. Nick Nurse, I don't know, I'm like doing some weird hand signal. Was that all ball? I need to see that again. I mean, Bona, like, he was coming in at a strange angle, but he had hands all ball. Like, he didn't go, like, he wasn't, like, straight up chest to chest, you know what I mean? He was coming, like, from his right shoulder. But Nick Nurse is deciding to challenge the play. So we'll see if we could keep our Adem Bona highlight. As the Sixers struggle to compete against the 7-31 New Orleans Pelicans. Shout out to the 5 people up in here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Sixers got to win this. You got to win this. It's Friday night. Anyone could be doing anything right now other than watching this team. And why would they? They have plenty of good reason to not, because they're not good at all. Not in the slightest. But we're up in here watching the Sixers. Hopefully they can get a good win here. Climb the rankings of the Eastern Conference, because they got no room for error whatsoever. None whatsoever. Let's go in the house. Yeah, we're up in here. Now, I'm interested in what the Sixers can do at the trade deadline. I mean, they're pretty. Like they're pretty deadlocked when you got the Paul George contract. You can acquire some solid role players like I don't know, Dante DiVincenzo. He's one that I'm really looking at. I think he can do a lot of good things for this team with being a spark plug off the bench or even starting, honestly. But I think this team could definitely use some more shooting, but they definitely need another competent ball handling guard who isn't decrepit. I'm talking to you, Kyle Lowry. I'm sorry. Thank you for your service, but you shouldn't be playing heavy minutes in the NBA in 2025. I think you were in the league when I was an infant. But Caleb Martin gets it to Bona, gets it to Maxey. Maxey gets his way to the rim, but he finds Ricky Council step back in the corner. Ricky Council splash. Ricky Council turning it up in here in South Philadelphia. Let's go. Ricky Council's 3 for 3. Javonte Green being hounded by Council. Oh, no, but Council falls asleep a little bit, but swipes out. Oh, Bona almost intercepted it. Misi going at Bona. And guess what? Adem Bona got called for a foul. Like, that's the thing with Bona. He either has a crazy highlight level defensive possession or it's just a foul. Like, he is such a raw talent. He's super entertaining to watch. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, these fouls are getting a little annoying. Not going to lie. But hey, speaking of Ricky Council here, the hero of the second quarter, as Misi misses his first free throw. Yeah, Ricky Council, been a bit of an up and down season for him. I don't think didn't get really the increase in minutes that he was looking for. And it's been kind of wishy-washy when he was on the court, not like really inconsistent. You never really knew what you were getting out of him. Hence why he probably wasn't getting much run. But he has been pretty solid this game, for sure, providing a spark off the bench for the Sixers. Caleb Martin finds Maxey. Maxey surveying the court, uses a Adem Bona screen, finds Kelly wide open in the corner, pump fake, spin move, pump fake again, and he misses it in and out. Adem Bona, though, and Misi tumbling to the floor. We got ourselves a jump ball. Adem Bona with the hustle play. That's what we like to see. Like to see the hustle. But yeah, Kelly should have made that. Come on, that's a bunny. It's a bunny. Yeah, Bona not giving up on the possession. Now we got DeJounte Murray. Blows right past Caleb Martin. Bona blocks it. Bona's been a beast. Let's go. Maxey dumps it off to Kelly. No foul. Kelly got smacked. And Javonte Green finds Alvarado in the corner, and he drains the three-pointer. All right, we got 2:15 left to go. Could the Sixers tie it? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what happens. Caleb Martin. Bona sets the screen, finds Ricky. Come on, Ricky, let's go. Gets the Maxey. Maxey blows past Javonte, but gets the foul on Javonte Green. Maxey will be heading to the line for two. Tyrese Maxey, 8 points, 7 assists. Hey, that's what we like to see from Tyrese Maxey. He's been criticized a lot for not really being that much of a floor general, but he has 7 assists tonight. All right, that's nothing to scoff at. Maxey has been doing a decent job at distributing, even if he's not scoring much. But we got exactly 2 minutes left to go. Maxey makes his second free throw. DeJounte Murray guarded by Kelly Oubre. But Misi, easy two-handed slam after Bona floats to the perimeter to get on the double team. 1:40 left to go. Pelicans up 3. Sixers were chipping down the lead a little bit, and now they're in striking distance. Bona sets another screen, but Maxey gets it to Oubre. Caleb Martin turnaround midi. He misses it. Couple doinks off the rim, and then the Pelicans secure the board. Murray on getting guarded by Maxey. Javonte Green pulls up from deep. He misses it. It's short. Kelly Oubre looking to push the ball. Kelly Oubre gets snatched by Misi from behind. And now CJ McCollum. Bona can't slide his feet. And another foul for Adem Bona. He definitely has 3. He's got to have 3 fouls already. Sixers have not been doing a good job stopping the ball. A lot of easy transition points. They're not really sliding their feet much and leading for some easy calls for the refs. As CJ McCollum makes his first free throw. And CJ makes his second. Oubre gets it to Maxey. Maxey finds Ricky Council. Maxey, bonus screen. Maxey, shot gets deflected. Pass gets deflected. McCollum pulls up from the right wing. Splash. CJ McCollum has turned into prime Stephen Curry, ladies and gentlemen, as he usually does when he plays against your red, white, and blue. Kelly Oubre hands it off to Maxey. 28 seconds left to go. Maxey gets himself to the basket. Finds Ricky. Easy two-handed slam on the baseline. Pelicans fell a little bit asleep there. Come on. 53-47. Let's keep ourselves in striking distance. McCollum, about 1.5 second shot clock, game clock. McCollum finds Murray, guarded by Kelly, back to McCollum. Almost loses the ball, funnels his way to the basket, and guess what? The Sixers get called for another foul, because that's what has happened the entire game. Foul after foul after foul. These refs are addicted to the whistle, but Sixers got to be better, man. Was that on Bona again? No, I don't think it was. McCollum misses his first free throw. Misses the second. 4 seconds left to go. Ricky Council to Maxey. Maxey pulls up from deep. Brick. Tyrese Maxey continuing his cold stretch from the three-point line as the Sixers head into halftime, down 6 to the New Orleans Pelicans. My goodness, what a frustrating game so far, to say the least. The Sixers have not been playing up to par. Even against a down-and-out Pelicans squad looking to get their 8th win of the season. But hey, still plenty of game left. Let's check ourselves the box score real quick before heading on to the halftime break. CJ McCollum leads with 23 points for the Pelicans. Leads all scorers, in fact. There's no Sixers player with above 15 or so points. Ricky Council leads the Sixers with 11. Paul George is 1 for 6 with 2 points and 7 rebounds, putting up Ben Simmons numbers. Or Tobias Harris, I should say. I mean, whatever. He's not been good, to say the least. I think the Sixers, they've been relying a lot on iso ball with Maxey and PG on the court. I don't think there's really much designed to get them going other than, hey, take the ball, maybe do something with it. I want to see some more Dembona minutes. Or do I? I mean, he's got 3 personal fouls, but just play him for the rest of the game. Why not? He's been playing decent. He's been playing decent rim defense, more so than Yabu. Honestly, the Pelicans have just been able to get their way right to the paint, crash the glass, and have been able to draw a lot of fouls from, getting up in those boards, and Sixers having to get a little extra physical. But I want to check what the Sixers are shooting from a 3-point land, because it can't be good. It cannot be good. Yeah, Sixers are 5 for 18 from 3, and the Pelicans are 8 for 22. Not much better, but, regardless. Pelicans are out-rebounding Philly by 4. Yeah, just Maxey's continuing his cold stretch. I don't know what it is with him, man. Like, I don't know. He keeps switching up his mindset. Like, he keeps just floating around the perimeter, not doing much, but then randomly starts attacking the rim all the time. He goes from, like, either a perimeter shot chucker to an interior threat. And it's been really clunky so far, and he has not been able to really find a shot through his past couple of games. But hopefully he can. And we'll be back for the second half. I'm going to go on a quick halftime break. See everyone then. For now, stay tuned. All right, everyone, I'm back, ready to go for the second half. If you notice, I got a new scoreboard. I'm just trying it out, just experimenting, see how it goes. ESPN's been a little whack lately, but while I was just looking up some stats, the Sixers are dead last in the league when it comes to wide open 3-point percentage. It's probably not that hard for you to realize that just by watching the games. They can't hit a wide open three to save their lives. But you're not getting any production whatsoever from your two stars, relying on Ricky Council to carry you through this game. And you're up against the worst team in the league, missing core pieces. This has been a really, really disappointing game here for your Sixers, but we're still here. Still up in here, seeing if they could pull off a W. And we're back. Starting of the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey. Spin move finds Yabu. Yabu drives to the basket. He gets the layup. Gershon Yabusele opening the half with a basket. CJ McCollum finds DeJounte Murray. Murray. He slithers past Caleb Martin and gets the layup of his own. Caleb not putting his hands up. Lineup for the Sixers: Caleb Martin, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele, Tyrese Maxey, and Kelly. PG pulls up from mid-range. Paul George with the midi. DeJounte Murray finds McCollum. McCollum pulls up from the top of the key off the backside of the rim. DeJounte pulls up from deep, and he gets it to go. DeJounte Murray extends the Pelicans lead to 7. Tyrese Maxey. Slicing and dicing on Misi. Blows right past him and gets the easy reverse lay. Then DeJounte Murray pulls up from the elbow, and he gets it to go. So both teams getting out the hot starts. 60-53 Pelicans lead. Maxey. Murray separates from him, but gets it to PG. PG fumbles the pass to Kelly. Oh, but Kelly gets it right back, but loses it. McCollum gets it, and a foul. Oh, this is not good. I'm getting bad vibes already from this. From this quarter. Vibes are not good. This is not good at all. CJ McCollum at the line. Shooting his 80th free throw of the game. But he misses it. He misses the first one like he's Tyrese Maxey. Exactly 10 minutes left to go here. And he makes his second. Yabu inbounds it. Maxey hands it off to Caleb Martin. PG to Maxey. Maxey finds Yabu. Yabu hands off to PG. Bounce pass. Yabu under the rim. Finds Kelly Oubre. Oubre barges away to the rim. Misi goes up straight hands, but Kelly gets his rebound. He takes it up and in. Kelly Oubre Jr. with the extra hustle. Finding some points for the Sixers, 61-55. McCollum slicing and dicing on Tyrese Maxey. McCollum finds his way around Maxey and gets it to go. CJ McCollum cooking the 76ers perimeter defense. Caleb Martin swings at the George. George pulls up from deep. Splash. Paul George making his first three-pointer of the game. Cuts the lead down to 5. Sixers can start getting some momentum here. Got to get some stops first. CJ McCollum pulls up from the corner. He misses it, but PG taps it out of bounds. And the Sixers will retain the ball, but Green is looking for a coach's challenge. That's what Paul George came here to do, catch and shoot. But now we got a timeout, and it seems as though the Pelicans will be challenging the play. And the Sixers win about, 20% of their challenges. And the other team seems to win 100%. Sixers never win their challenges. It's just another flaw with this team. They don't challenge at the right time. Hey, but there is one good takeaway from this for the two people up in here. The Knicks are down 30 against the Thunder. That's good to see. The New York Knicks are getting manhandled by the OKC Thunder right now. 60-33. Oh my goodness. Horrible. Maybe we can get a win-win here. Knicks get blown out and the Sixers get themselves a W, because at this point, a win is a win. I don't care how they do it. Joel Embiid isn't playing, and this team has been a walking disaster. If they can find any way in the play-in tournament, just do it. Just get to the playoffs already. Or the play-in. Like we've been saying the entire year, we can load manage Embiid and PG for the playoffs, but you got to make the playoffs in order for that plan to be effective. You got to be guaranteed that you're going to be one of the 8 teams in the conference to make the postseason. And they're barely hovering outside of the play-in tournament. But still plenty of game left. See what the challenge. Yeah, I think that was. They're probably going to call it off PG. I'm going to need another angle, though. CJ McCollum inbounds it to Misi, but Kelly Oubre intercepts the pass. Oubre going downhill with the tomahawk slam. Kelly Oubre Jr. with the and one. Kaboom. Kelly Oubre showing his athleticism. Let's go. Great hustle from Kelly Oubre. Good to see. Oubre converts on his and one. DeJounte Murray gets it to Misi. Finds McCollum curling off a screen. McCollum being hounded by Caleb Martin. And Murray loses it off his leg. Being guarded by Kelly. And Kelly Oubre snatches the ball out of his hands. And Caleb Martin's going down to the rim, blows the wide open layup. Maxey gets the offensive rebound. Come on, Sixers have an opportunity to tie the game here. Maxey at the logo. Maxey, 5 seconds left to go. Pocket pass to Yabu. Yabu off his pivot foot, hook shot short. DeJounte Murray corrals the rebound, and the Pelicans staying with the lead. Murray pulls up from mid-range. Too strong off the back of the rim. Yabu with the rebound gets it immediately to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey hovers to the right elbow. Pull up, splash, too easy. Tyrese Maxey getting himself going here in the third quarter, and the Sixers are going to need it if they're going to survive this game. They're on a 10-2 run in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. McCollum pulls up from the top of the key. That was a heat check, but it's short. Tyrese Maxey gets the rebound, and he's going his way to the rim. Floater from the free throw line. It's good. Sixers retake the lead. Sixers are back in the driver's seat, and the Pelicans decide to talk things over. They're on a bit of a cold spell, and the Sixers have been capitalizing off of that, getting themselves in rhythm, especially Tyrese Maxey taking advantage of Gershon Yabusele's strong screen setting to find some pretty open shots. And that's what Maxey has to do. Just play with rhythm, play off of your teammates, not trying to do everything himself, go up against the entire defense, utilize his teammates a little bit, and get some points on the board for the 76ers. Yeah, the Knicks are getting molly-whopped in their own arena. Does Isaiah Hartenstein have a 30-point triple-double? Is it a revenge game at Madison Square Garden? Hopefully. But anyway, back here in South Philadelphia, the Sixers lead the Pelicans. Pelicans, their largest lead was, I believe, at, 10. But the Sixers have been staying in the fight, not rolling over and dying, and they've been able to reclaim the lead. Kelly Oubre has been so ferocious on the defensive end. It has been great to see how solid he's been on both ends of the floor, whether it's cutting, getting his hands on the ball handler, keeping his eye on the ball, moving his feet, staying in front of guys. That's the thing. The Sixers don't have many defenders who can actually keep the ball handler in front of them. They get blown by so many times and get caught in screens way too much than, they should if they're going to be, staying in the game. But the current lineup for the Sixers right now, Paul George, Yabu, Maxey, Kelly, and Caleb Martin. So we got the starting lineup back here for Philly. Hawkins hands it off to CJ McCollum. McCollum finds Hawkins. Hawkins is being guarded by Caleb Martin, but he gets it back to McCollum. McCollum drives in on Kelly. Easy layup. Kelly falling a little bit asleep on the defensive end, probably because he's getting tired now because he's carrying this team. But Tyrese Maxey dribbling the ball up the court. He finds Kelly in the post. Back to Maxey. Maxey down the baseline. Finds PG. PG pulls up from deep. Misses it. Gershon Yabusele tips it out of bounds, though. But Pelicans player recovers. Jordan Hawkins from deep. That's short. Yabu gets it. Almost falls out of bounds. Gets it back to Maxey. Wild sequence here so far. Maxey, gets past two defenders and gets his way to the rim. And it's good. Tyrese Maxey helping the Sixers out, 67-65. Murray lobs it up to Messi. He's a high flyer. And the Pelicans tie the game once again, 6 0:09 left in the quarter. Paul George finds Yabu. Tyrese Maxey gets it to Yabu after being double-teamed. Yabu with the fake. Tried to get Kelly cutting off the baseline, but the pass is intercepted by Hawkins. Hawkins gets it to McCollum. McCollum being guarded by Yabu. That's a mismatch he wants. Hawkins is wide open from three. He pulls it up, and he misses it. But Javonte Green, easy rebound, but blows the layup, and the Sixers recover. Tyrese Maxey through the legs a little bit on McCollum. Yabu sets the screen. Maxey doesn't use it. Maxey step back three. Misses. Come on, we needed that. We needed that from Tyrese. DeJounte Murray, guarded by Kelly, gets caught on the screen. Messi tries to go up for the alley-oop once again, but Yabusele gets in front of it. Completes the steal. Gets it to Kelly. Gets it to PG. PG goes to the rim, spin move, finds Kelly in the corner. Kelly Oubre misses it. The Sixers once again cannot capitalize off a wide open three-pointer. But Hawkins is found in the corner. He pulls up from deep and he makes it. That has been the difference this entire game. The Pelicans have been able to take advantage of the Sixers' defensive lapses, whereas the Sixers have failed to put points on the board when they should have. Tyrese Maxey calls a timeout. And the Sixers are down 3. It's been a pretty wild third quarter so far. Has been entertaining for sure. Sixers, though, back in the passenger seat as the Pelicans reclaim the lead. Wow. Yeah. Paul George, man. We got to talk about Paul George. Because it's getting kind of sad at this point. We signed him to a gargantuan deal. And he is legitimately one of the saddest players on this team. He cannot do anything. Anything. He's getting outplayed by Ricky Council IV, who was on a 2-way contract less than a year ago. And Paul George can't score 10 points on the worst team in the league? Come on. That is disappointing. He's getting outplayed by Kelly Oubre Jr. Can they switch contracts, please? My goodness. Googly moogly. Shout out to the 4 people up in here. What do you guys think of the game so far? Make sure to let me know in the chat. Love to chop it up. Grow this channel a little bit. Been a little inactive for a couple months, but we're back live streaming. And we're back with the Sixers game as Eric Gordon enters the lineup. Replaces PG. Caleb Martin pulls up from deep. We needed that one. But Caleb cannot convert. DeJounte Murray sails his way to the basket. Reverse layup. It does not go, but he gets fouled. DeJounte Murray heading to the charity stripe. Did Adem Bona just get called for his 4th foul? And he just entered the game. DeJounte Murray misses his first free throw. Breaking for chicken time here. Murray has to miss his second one, and everyone gets free chicken nuggets. But unfortunately, he wasn't feeling generous, and the Pelicans lead by 4. Caleb Martin hands it off to Gordon, hands it off to Maxey. Bona sets the screen. Maxey finds Caleb in the corner. Caleb rushes his way to the rim, and he loses it. Sixers running back as the Pelicans look to push the ball. Brandon Boston getting right around Gordon. Messi grabs the offensive rebound, and he converts. 73-67. Sixers letting up these easy second chance points for the Pelicans, making it too easy for them. Eric Gordon being left wide open on the perimeter finds Ricky Council in the corner. Ricky back to Gordon. Gordon gets it to Caleb Martin. Martin to Ricky. Ricky has to pull up from deep. Almost made it. That was looking good going down. But the Pelicans get the rebound. DeJounte Murray handling the ball. DeJounte pulls up in their left wing. Splash. Pelicans are going on a bit of a run. Sixers have yet to respond. 11-0 run in 3 minutes for the Pelicans. Eric Gordon pulls up from deep. Brick. Adem Boner, though, gets the offensive rebound. Tyrese Maxey finds Ricky Council. Tries to lob it up to Bona. It's 2025 and we're getting an Adem Bona, Caleb Martin two-man game. My goodness. But anyway, the Sixers will keep the ball. Tyrese Maxey finds Paul George. Paul George spin move, turnaround, fadeaway. It's good. PG 8. 76-69. Pelicans lead. Murray finds Misi. Misi. Oh, is rejected by Adem Bona, the rookie. Yeah, that's where you're going to get out of Adem Bona. You're going to get some hustle plays. You're going to get some pretty powerful rejections. Really entertaining player to watch. But we have Murray. Murray finds McCollum. McCollum almost steps out of bounds. Bona helps Ricky out, but gets it back to McCollum. It was Daniel Tice. Tice almost gets the rebound, but is pushed. And we have a foul on the floor. Sixers are doing a better job in the foul department. Only they have 3 now, but they were at the bonus by the time it was the halfway through the quarter. DeJounte Murray guarded by Maxey. Murray funneling his way to the basket off the backside of the rim. Eric Gordon gets the rebound, finds Paul George. Paul George, step back three-pointer. It's good. Paul George heating up right when we need him to. Can we get ourselves a little bit of a 8-ball Paul masterclass here in the second half? He has 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 for 11, bumping that efficiency up. But Paul George smacks it out of bounds. Seeing a little bit of fight here from PG after being non-existent the entire game. Tyrese Maxey heads to the bench. Nick Nurse is probably going to play him the entire quarter, giving him a quick break. Alvarado finds Tice rolling to the rim. Easy floater for him. Only having Ricky Council guard him. Adem Bona is floating on the perimeter. Reggie Jackson finds Paul George. Paul George uses the screen from Bona, but gets Eric Gordon in the corner from deep. Splash. Eric Gordon heating up. 78-75 here. Got a battle here in South Philadelphia. Got ourselves a game. 1:30 left to go. See who will come out on top. Alvarado driving. Finds Daniel Tice off the pick and roll. And the Pelicans continue to lead. They're now up 5. Reggie Jackson surveying the court, setting up the offense. Jackson. But we got Alvarado getting called for a loose ball foul, getting a little too physical with Paul George. I feel like Eric Gordon has been one of the only consistent players on this team who can make a wide-open three-pointer. Like, more so than Maxey, which is crazy to think about. But Ricky Council pulls up from the left wing, and he misses it. But Paul George saves it, but falls right into the hands of Daniel Tice. And we have a 5-on-4 here. Pelicans, CJ McCollum, turnaround, fade away, splash. CJ McCollum continues his dominance in this game. And then the Sixers lose it. Alvarado was Brandon Boston cherry picking, and he lays it up and in. Pelicans, just like that, find a 9-point lead. Paul George, up top, guarded by Alvarado, gets it to Reggie Jackson. Jackson pulls up from deep. Splash. Reggie Jackson gets himself a three-pointer. Some of the veterans here helping the Sixers out. 20 seconds left, 84-78. About 3 seconds shot clock, game clock. Alvarado guarded by Council. Alvarado finds Tice rolling to the rim, and we have ourselves a blocking foul on Reggie Jackson. And Robinson Earl will be inbounding the ball for New Orleans. Paul George fumbling, picking off the ball, and goes right out of bounds. Sixers will have to continue to play defense. We have a little bit of a discrepancy here. Paul George yelling at the ref. Do we get ourselves a little bit of a scuffle here? Not a scuffle, but like talking. Now Reggie Jackson. It seems like Reggie Jackson and Alvarado having a little bit of an argument. Again, pretty mad at each other. 5.9 seconds left to go. Robinson Earl finds Tice. Tice to McCollum. McCollum finds Alvarado from deep for three. And the Pelicans extend their lead to 9. Sixers cannot mount anything. They had a little bit of a lead going. They're up 2, but could not keep it. And now the Pelicans have built themselves a pretty nice lead going into the fourth quarter. Just leaving guys wide open, over helping. The usual works for the Sixers. I'll be right back. Yeah. Are the Sixers about to lose to the worst team in the league? I think that's a serious question we have to consider now. You know, they blew a 15-point lead to the Wizards. Absolutely failed to mount any sort of lead here in the third quarter. And now they're down 9. Yeah, I mean, whether it's Misi or Tice rolling to the rim, the Sixers, their rim defense is a serious issue. Even with Bona in the game, I think he's a better option than Yabu, but regardless, he's getting caught a lot floating on the perimeter. Just no one's rotating. I mean, admittedly, the Pelicans have been swinging the ball pretty well. Just a lot of velocity with their passes. CJ McCollum in particular. He's really developed as a solid playmaker over his career, but Sixers really need to step it up here in the fourth, because if they don't, this may be one of the, if not the worst loss of the season. I mean, I don't know, like the couple games where they were getting blown out by the Cavs was bad. The Kings game was horrible. That's probably the worst game of the season for me, honestly. Just how they were playing well for the first 3.5 quarters and then blew it all. Just blew it all. But CJ McCollum has 30 points, Maxey 18. Rough night for the Sixers offensively. Let's see if they can make a spark here in the fourth. But we got Robinson Earl pulls up from deep. He misses it. Sixers should be lucky. And we got an offensive foul. The fouls keep stockpiling on the Sixers. And it's hurting them because they have to keep playing defense. And they're getting even more tired. And the Pelicans are feasting off of that. Feasting off that energy. Alvarado. Boston to Hawkins. Back to Boston. Bounce pass to Alvarado. He sidesteps, finds Robinson Earl. Hook shot. Off. Yabu gets the rebound, finds Maxey Oubre getting himself to the rim. He can't put it in, though, and Robinson Earl grabs the rebound. He's looking to push the pace. Alvarado at the logo. Your line for the Sixers, Kelly Oubre, Yabu, Maxey, Eric Gordon, and Paul George. Daniel Tice wide open from deep. He misses it. The Sixers are getting lucky. These Pelicans players are missing wide open three-pointers. Maxey. Guarded by Robinson Earl. Got to take advantage of the mismatch. Maxey goes to the rim. He gets fouled. That's what we got to see from Tyrese Maxey. He's got to stay aggressive. He has to hunt those mismatches and start putting some points on the board. Or else, the Sixers are going to have no chance of climbing out of this game if their star players can't produce. Because Ricky Council's been quiet since. Callie's been a little bit quiet. But CJ McCollum keeps cooking. And the Pelicans are making sure they attack the rim at all costs. Maxey drains his first free throw. Maxey goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, but the Sixers are now in a 7-point hole with 10:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hawkins finds Alvarado, finds Tice. Tice fade away, misses it. Robinson Earl gets the offensive rebound. Brandon Boston then converts on the three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Maxey finds PG. PG pulls up from deep. Good. Paul George finding his stroke from the three-point line. But Alvarado now handling the ball. Alvarado, easy path to the rim. Dishes it out to Robinson Earl. Bounce pass to Tice. Tice, easy floater. Up and in for Daniel Tice. 92-83. Sixers down 9. Tyrese Maxey. Yabu sets the screen. Maxey thought about pulling it, but flips it off to George. George guarded by Alvarado. 5 seconds left to go. PG pulls up from deep, and he misses a tough contested shot for Paul George. Can't afford those kind of possessions. Alvarado, easy bounce pass. None of the Sixers committed on the roll. I need to bleach out my eyeballs because this defensive performance is something else. You're making Daniel Tice look like prime Karl Malone. You're making Daniel Tice look like a top 5 player in the league right now. He's Daniel Tice. But really, it just comes to a point where the foundation of this team is so fractured, just so broken on so many levels that you can't help but watch. You just can't help but watch in amazement as they put on an absolute disaster class night in and night out. Even if they're winning these games, they are ugly wins. They are not satisfying wins. You're 15 and or like what? Yeah, 15 and 20 now. About might be 15 and 21. And you're out here losing to the Pelicans on your own court, home court. It has been disgusting. Yeah, I mean, we've all gotten so used to it. Just this team being horrible night in and night out, having a completely different team, honestly. Seems like 5 different players are out the entire, each and every night, have an entire different identity. Can't make any identity whatsoever. No consistency, no nothing. Just a whole bunch of blah. Whole bunch of muck. Like, what else can you really see? Not see. But what much can you really say at this point in the season? They can't hit a wide open 3 to save their lives. They're getting blown by on every single possession. They don't rotate. They don't communicate. They never hedge any screens. They're constantly getting beat off the dribble. Constantly getting out-rebounded, out-hustled and transition, fouling every possession, can't slide their feet, can't pass the ball crisply, can't penetrate the paint at a consistent rate. At some point, can you really analyze this team on a deeper level other than they just have no talent whatsoever to work with? With Joel Embiid out, these guys are struggling. Especially Maxey and Paul George. I mean, talk about a disappointment. But PG's working on Tice. He banks it off the glass. Got to say, keep saying bad things about your players and they'll play better. Trust me. But Alvarado finds Hawkins, guarded by Kelly. Hawkins gets the switch on Caleb Martin. Fade away, good. Sixers can't defend a high school team. Tyrese Maxey finds Paul George. Getting a bit of the hiccups here. Ricky Council barges his way to the basket. Almost traveled, but was able to get it to go. 96-87. 8:30 left to go. Alvarado pulls up from 3. Good. This team is rolling over and dying, not even trying to contest any shots. Kelly Oubre from the corner misses it, but Ricky Council gets the rebound. Kelly finds it to PG. PG pulls her up from deep. Splash. A little bit too late though, PG, for you to start heating up from 3 because the Pelicans are up 9 and the game is almost over. And easy skip pass to Daniel Tice from Jose Alvarado, and he slams it too. Arena looks dead inside. Why would you go to that game? Maxey misses a wide open scoop shot, as he usually has done this season. Euro step from Alvarado, but we got in Boston. Him and Alvarado look really similar, but foul nonetheless. Alvarado. And we have ourselves a foul. Oh my goodness. Talk about a disaster. Nick Nurse looking down on the floor, reconsidering all of his life decisions up to this point. Coming to Philadelphia. Just the look on his face, man. Sad. Got ourselves a technical free throw now. But Hawkins misses the free throw, thankfully. Yeah, Caleb got called for the technical. 101 90. Alvarado guarded by Maxey. Travel. All right, maybe the Sixers can get a couple points on the board here. Yeah, just got to take advantage of the getting these stops. Caleb Martin hands it off to Maxey, hands it off to George. And Jose Alvarado has been hounding Paul George the entire game. But Paul George, nice bounce pass to Kelly Oubre at the baseline. He slams it. And the Sixers now down 9, 7:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tice, spin move on Kelly, but got ourselves a foul on the floor. I don't know. I mean, Tice was throwing a little bit of elbows. I'm not sure how that was a foul on the Sixers. Robinson Earl finds Tice, finds Murray. Jonathan Murray been a little quiet this game. Hawkins pulls up right in Kelly's face, splash. And the foul. That may have been the dagger. The Philadelphia 76ers are making Jordan Hawkins look like prime Tracy McGrady. Yeah, Kelly Oubre, I'm not going to lie, he's been pretty trash defensively this game. Like, I have been giving him some credit, but just him falling asleep on a lot of possessions. I'm not blaming him either because he's been carrying this team. And him getting tired when no one else is doing anything, I don't blame him. Paul George. The possession stopped. Excuse me. Anyway, Tyrese Maxey. Finds Caleb Martin. Could have got PG in the corners. Wide open, but he goes in, drives in for the reverse layup. 105-94, 6:30 left to go in the fourth. Let's get some stops here. DeJounte Murray, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre gets it to Robinson Earl, back to Hawkins. Hawkins pulls up from three again, and he makes it. Jordan Hawkins looking like Reggie Miller. What's going on here? Having like another Jared Butler type game. What the heck? But Caleb Martin tried to throw in a tomahawk slam, but got blocked. Boston gets to Murray. That's the Boston again. Boston sails his way to the basket, but is fouled. And now the Sixers are down 15. I meant, yeah, just according to the scoreboard, which is a little bit ahead of me, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It was a great block by Misi, making Misi look like Dikembe Mutombo. Rest in peace. But, like, yeah, it just comes to the point where they have no talent whatsoever, where they're just just fundamentally broken. This team has no idea, has no resemblance of any identity whatsoever. They're all like they look like they hate playing with each other is what I'm saying. Like Tyrese Maxey, Paul George. As Paul George splashes in a 3-pointer, a little bit too late from you, PG. Come on, why couldn't you do this at the beginning of the game? But Hawkins, I meant Tracy McGrady, misses the jump shot. PG bails his way to the basket, loses it, but Sixers will keep the ball. Nick Nurse is so mad he's starting to spit while speaking. I might start doing that soon, too. Paul George working on Javonte Green. He misses the fadeaway, though. DeJounte Murray. Murray sails his way to the basket, misses the layup. Paul George finding Maxey going to the rim. He misses the wide open layup. This team can't make a layup to save their lives. Well, we got a foul. Don't worry. So I think Kelly's going to the free throw line. Yeah, it just comes to a point in the season where I don't think it's going to work out either way. Because you are barely performing. Like, you are barely competing with the worst teams in the league. They were getting blown out. Like, 15's kind of considered a blowout. They were getting blown out by the Pelicans, and they have below 10 wins. It just comes to a point where the product is just inexcusably that bad, where they are just so clunky where you can just chalk it up to these guys can't play with each other. You don't really need to go into an in-depth analysis. They're just not good. They can't produce anything. Like poor defensive rotations, whatever. Yeah, overhelping. Yeah, some guys making tough shots, sure, but they can't do anything. They're helpless. But, it's not over till it's over. Who knows? Maybe that my little spew of venom may help them kick into high gear a little bit. As Paul George puts his shoulder into DeJounte Murray, gets it up and easy to go. But the Pelicans decide to talk things over, sensing that they might blow this lead. Probably not. But this team, a Sixers team, really no identity whatsoever. No ball movement. Little actions run for Tyrese Maxey. He's just out there on an island really doing his own thing. And it's been a tough watch. It's been a really tough watch, especially on the defensive end of the court, getting caught in every screen. Not like just falling asleep on defenders, letting them cut right to the basket, especially on rolls, like these hesitation rolls that that Messi and what's his name? Tice were going on the entire time have really been hurting the team. CJ McCollum, one of the craftiest players in the league now, has been really torturing the perimeter defense, whether it's Kelly Oubre, Ricky Council, Tyrese, PG, everyone really. The fouls especially, not even being able to grab an offensive rebound, having to play, extra defense, getting fatigued, getting a little sloppy on the defensive end, and the refs not really, refs kind of being a little bit ruthless with those calls, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's... like, I don't really like Nick Nurse, really, just as a coach. I think he's really similar to Doc Rivers, and he just refuses to make any changes whatsoever, and a lot of his lineup decisions are just mind-boggling. But he doesn't have anything to work with, to be honest. Like, having Eric Gordon, Reggie Jackson, even like Ricky Council. Like, I know he's been good this game. You know, big credit to Ricky, but he's not like really that much of an. Can't really be consistent enough as a rotation player. You have nothing to work with. Nothing to work with. One of the most depleted rosters in the league. There isn't much to say, man. Now, these other teams, they're just stronger, bigger, faster, smarter. Even the Pelicans. Making the Pelicans look like a competent basketball team. But nonetheless, Kelly Oubre gets a steal on the inbound, and he misses it, gets his own board, and he gets it to go. Kelly Oubre Jr. showing some fight, and the Sixers are continuing their full court press. But DeJounte Murray barely gets it over the half-court line to avoid the violation. And a technical foul on Nick Nurse. The ref has had enough. Nick Nurse is irate. Can't be losing your cool now, Nurse. Nick Nurse is furious. Hawkins makes the free throw. Come on, Nurse. You can't be costing this team. You can't be costing this team these stops. Come on. Who's he even losing his cool over? It's ridiculous, man. Can't be happening. Kelly Oubre is guarding McCollum. Kelly drives, gets blown right past by CJ and gets another foul. The Pelicans, who are trying to tank for Cooper Flag, or at least they should be, are instead beating the Sixers on their own court. CJ McCollum's playing like Ben Simmons from the free throw line right now. Cannot make a free throw. As I say, he's probably going to make the next one. McCollum misses both, but he gets the offensive rebound. DeJounte Murray finds where's the rotation? And McCollum makes a wide open three-pointer. Story of the season. Absolute dreadful defense. Over-helping, no communication. Paul George step back three, air ball. Air ball. Get this dude on the bench. I can't stand it anymore, man. And then Paul George gets a steal. And then finds Maxey, but Misi recovers. PG for three. Brick. It comes to a point you just have to sit back and observe the crap. Maxey cherry picking, lays it up and in. But I think this game is way too out of reach right now. I think that McCollum 4-point play may have been the dagger. McCollum pulls up again, splash. CJ McCollum has turned into prime Stephen Curry. Tyrese Maxey finally makes a three-pointer. A little too late right now. 1:40 left to go. The fans are heading towards the stands. They're arguing that DeJounte Murray did a backcourt violation, but who cares at this point because the game's pretty much over. Maxey gets rejected by Javonte Green. Plays like he's 45 years old. 1:20 left to go. 117, 110. DeJounte Murray pulls up. It's good. There may have been the dagger there. May have been the dagger. This Sixers team is really on a whole different level of awfulness. Like, just talk about a sense of just a dark sense of dread hovering over this team in whatever they do. Congratulations that you beat the Washington Wizards, who are trying to get Cooper Flag. The Pelicans, who I thought were trying to get Cooper Flag, I guess just woke up today and chose violence because they decided to thrash the Sixers. I don't know. Do they want Ace Bailey instead? Want that second overall pick? Ugh. Fraudulent performances. Paul George pulls up from the corner and he bricks it. Alvarado to Javonte Green to CJ McCollum to DeJounte Murray. Murray lays it up and in, and the fans are heading home as the Sixers blow yet another game. Tyrese Maxey gets a foul, but who cares at this point? It's over. This game is dead and done. .121, 112, 36 seconds left to go. CJ McCollum puts the cherry on top, splashing a long two in the corner. And we got 14 seconds left to go. Maxey just hoists the three and makes it. I wish we could have seen that a little earlier, though. Tyrese now stat padding. And CJ McCollum's just going to dribble it out. 1-0. That's game. The Philadelphia 76ers fall 123 to 115 to the worst team in the NBA. Talk about garbage. Absolute trash. This performance was. You made CJ McCollum look like prime Michael Jeffrey Jordan. There really isn't else you can say at this point. Like, other than this team is fundamentally broken, and I don't think they can really go anywhere. I'm not trying to overreact or anything, but I am overreacting. Because that was one of the sloppiest, most dreadful games I've ever watched out of this team. Going out and failing against a team this bad in the Pelicans. The Pelicans didn't really even play that good. They just had two big men rolling to the rim the entire time, and they had CJ McCollum cook you. Sixers were very lazy defensively, I believe, getting blown by every possession. It was been terrible, and they can't make it wide open three to save their lives. This team is not good. This team is not good whatsoever, but thank you to everyone sticking here with me through it all. No matter how much this team kicks us down, we'll always get back up and react to them. And, that's what it is. Got the Orlando Magic next. I think Paolo Banchero is set to return. I think he has already came back, but if you're not going to be able to beat the New Orleans Pelicans, I don't think you have much of a chance against that Magic team, one of the best defensive teams in the league. Just go check the box score a little bit. At least the Kings are beating the Celtics. Brother BXL, what's good? Shout out to everyone in the chat, including NZ for 3. Keep up the good work on the channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And shout out from South Bronx, brother BKL Contreras, a.k.a. Sport Entertainment Guy. Hey, man, thank you so much for the kind words. I can really use it given the garbage that I had to just witness with this team. But, yeah, I enjoy doing these live streams and all of that. It's a lot of fun, but oh my goodness, that was not a pleasant viewing experience, to say the least. This Sixers team, they're just a different breed. They're built different, but not in a good way. Not in a good way. In fact, probably in the worst way you can imagine. Getting destroyed. They look like, they were lost by 8 points, but they were down 15 at one point to a team trying to get Cooper Flag. Like, this team's trying to lose games. They suspended Zion Williamson, and they still won. And the Sixers had PG and Maxey, but they were really disappointing, I'd say. Like, especially out of two all-star level players. Although the PG looking like a glorified Tobias, a little worse than Tobias Harris, honestly. But yeah, felt the same way till I watched that unbelievable. Yeah, it's just a different. Being a Sixers fan is like your own self-prescribed torture. It's completely voluntary too. Like, I don't blame anyone who used to be a Sixers fan but doesn't watch the team anymore because they keep kicking you down and stealing your lunch money every single year. It's very unpleasant, especially this season. Like, I go back to the 2020 season when you had Al Horford and Josh Brickerson clogging up the paint. Like, even that season, which wasn't a good watch, this is worse. This tops it. Because back then, I was one of the few people saying that having Al Horford and Joel Embiid as a duo wasn't going to work out. I was one of the few people saying that. That was like one of the few things I was correct about. And even that season was more entertaining than this garbage. But whatever. It is what it is. We really can't do anything about it except complain. Complain and react and just, I don't know, stay in the trenches. But, yeah, appreciate everyone here, coming out here, hanging out with me on a Friday night. True sicko behavior. These type of games is what separates the men from the boys. The real die-hard Sixers psychopaths from the more casual side of the fan base. Like these games right here. It's like the true separator. And it is what it is. But until next time, Sixers will be playing the Orlando Magic next. I think Paolo Banchero will be coming back. And, not a very, very, there's a lot to talk about, for sure. And I wish I can give like a more entertaining reaction or whatever, but I'm so numb to this at this point. Like you can see it in my eyeballs. I am dead inside watching this team. But I love this team with all my heart, no matter how much they hate me and want to make me suffer. So we'll stick with the grind and keep up these streams. I really want to grow this channel. But yeah, it is what it is. Sixers fall to the Pelicans 123-115. I'll catch you all in the next one. For now, stay safe out there. Stay warm. Hope you all have a good night and a good weekend.